back to Building a Better Britain. My name's Ummar Hanif and I spent 6 years working under 4 Prime Ministers on international trade and driving inward investment into the UK. So recently I was asked the question, we're hearing an awful lot about tariffs. What is a tariff and what does that mean to us? And I thought that it was a really good opportunity to do a very, very quick video to talk about tariffs. And the best way to think of a tariff is a tax. Now, when a product is manufactured in one country, in order for it to be imported into another country, the country that it is being imported into imposes a tax, which is a tariff. And the general reason for that is to protect local industries. But it also makes it more expensive to buy foreign-made goods. Now, by making imported goods more expensive, in theory, tariffs encourage people to buy domestic products to support the local businesses, homegrown industries, and so on. But where that doesn't quite work is, for example, you live in the US, but you don't want to buy a US vehicle, you want to buy a German car like a Mercedes or a BMW or a Porsche. But actually, in doing so, it would the tariffs make it so that the comparable US vehicle would in theory be cheaper. But what tariffs can do is, unfortunately, trigger trade wars. And trade wars, or a trade war, is exactly what we are in the middle of witnessing. Now, when Donald Trump came in as president of the US, he made it very clear that he wanted to support local US-based businesses. And there's nothing wrong with that, because as a president, he's trying to safeguard the US economy. But in doing so, he's also risked alienating many other countries who have been allies of the US for many, many decades. And his tariffs that he's imposed on countries have been deemed as quite excessive. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% on goods. The UK has been hit with 10%. So, that has had a significant impact. There's no question about that. And, we've seen prices rise for businesses and consumers. We've seen farmers, manufacturers, tech companies being heavily affected. We've seen Apple share prices drop, Tesla's share prices drop as a direct result of this. So for us, in short, the US did what they did for the reasons that they deemed necessary to protect their economy. But actually what that's resulted in is slowing down economies right across the world, generally speaking, and caused significant tensions as well between two of the biggest superpowers in the world, the US and China. And unfortunately, everybody in the middle of that, the likes of France, Germany, the UK, have been casualties as a result. So tariffs, in short, are taxes on imported goods. And if those taxes go up, then the consumers are the ones that end up paying the price and getting hurt, unfortunately. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to Building a Better Britain. My name's Ummar Hanif, and this week has certainly been